Hey guys, just wanted to discuss the idea of volume with you guys and how you measure volume within like the strength training whole thing. And honestly, a couple things here. If we were power lifters and stuff like that, we would do a much better job of like following the total amount of volume that was done and whatnot. And the numbers that we get here at the end are very much relative to who you are and what your goals are. Okay, how long you've been training, what your current level of fitness is, kind of really where you're at and very much where you want to be. Okay, so even with, I just want to preface it, it's not like this is better than that or that is better than this. It's all where you are and where you want to go. So things to keep in mind. Today we are doing a 3-rep overhead squat. Okay, just getting up to a nice heavy 3-rep overhead squat. We don't want to fail, we don't want to miss. But with the 3-rep overhead squat, we kind of give you the options, kind of within the fitness or the performance area. Now, if you're here, if you're early on within this whole fitness thing and just kind of starting off and your goals are a little bit more aesthetic and stuff like that, we're going to push you towards a little bit more of the fitness thing. What we're looking to, in order in which to drive your volume, we're looking for more reps for you in your situation. Okay. If you're more of a performance-y person, you're looking to, lift a lot of weight and compete and stuff like that, obviously then we're going to drive the load a little bit in which to increase your volume. Now when I say volume, let me show you what I mean. So say fitness people, just to make numbers easy, this is what it is, but say you did 100 pounds on your overhead squat. And then say you did 3 reps, because that's what we're doing today, we're doing a 3-rep overhead squat. Okay. So that would equal, obviously, 300 total pounds that were lifted within that set. Okay. Now say you did, say you did 7 sets of that. Okay. That equals a total of 2,100 pounds that you lifted in that, that cycle today and on the day. You did 2,100 overhead squat, total poundage there. Okay. Now I'm going to show you performance and then show you how they're very much, they very much can be different. Say a performance person can overhead squat 200 pounds. And say they do 3 reps of that, okay? But maybe after that, that feels good and they want to go up. So say they do 205 and they do that for a set of 3. And that feels good, and so then they do 210 for a set of 3. And heck, for kicks here, let's say, hey, they go up and they do 215 for a set of 3. Okay, so whatever, order of operations here, some math, yay, Common Core. 600 total pounds in that one, 615 in that one, 630 in that one, 645 there, across those 4 sets. What is that, 24, 90. Okay, now not to compare, but to compare here, okay, our fitness people got about 2,100 total overhead squat pounds, volume. And our performance people were 2490. Okay, those really aren't that far off. I mean, they're a little off. I mean, they're not. That's not crazy. That's not insane. That's a few reps that we're talking about here. Now, observation here. Why is that number as high as it is? Well, it's because they did so many sets to drive up that volume. Okay, because if you're a fitness person, what we're looking for, to have you do is get a lot of practice in and a lot of work in, and just practice at lower weight, a weight you're comfortable with, and just get, and do that over and over and over. And not only will that, get you better at just practicing, the overhead squat or whatever skill it happens to be, but then also, you get that volume in, so you get a muscular and neurological adaptation, and you straight up get stronger, which is awesome. Okay, performance. Why is this number so high? Well, that number's so high because the weight that they were doing was so high. Okay, they only did 4 sets here, but their total volume was higher than that of the fitness person, which is fine. Again, I'm not comparing. This fitness person and this performance people are 2 completely different people. Okay, so I'm not comparing, but I just want you to show you like that number is what it is because they're moving a lot of load. Okay, they're moving 200, 205, 210, and 215 pounds, in an overhead squat. So it's very different. And again, it goes back to who you are and what your goals are, okay, within it. And if you're a fitness person, in order to drive your volume, we're going to ask you just to do more reps, okay? And that's what it says in the little description today. Hey, you get more sets in, okay? If you're a performance person we're looking for you to drive the total amount of weight in order to drive the volume. So different ways in which to achieve greater volume. Again, guys, this is volume 101. You can get a lot more complex with this, but what we want this volume looking like over time if I can draw an awesome little graph here, over time is we eventually, there will be ups and downs and things like that depending on the day, but over time, ideally, we want it kind of going up. Okay, and then if you're going to compete, if there's a competition, and obviously within everything that we do, there are deload weeks and stuff like that. So you'll have peaks and valleys and stuff like that, but we don't want peaks and valleys and peaks and valleys. And before competition, there might be a little bit of a, just kind of taper in which to kind of keep it cool. But we don't want crazy like crazy hot, crazy cold. Okay, we want to keep this within reason. Thanks for watching Volume 101.